Oh boy, our time has come. I've always kind of wondered how scary this game actually is. I think I've played like the first level a few times or something over the years, although the last time would have been a long time ago. But I think I played it once when it was pretty new, and then just kind of bounced off it. And then specifically, the true horror is what came next, which is that in like 2012 I played this game with Andrew for Sad Games, and we got one session in, so once again basically just played like the first level or something, like an hour or two. And then he like deleted the playthrough. So I guess we didn't go any further there. The end. So no, I have the visual of that one dude banging his head against the wall cemented in my mind, but aside from that, I really don't know that much about this game overall, except, I mean, it's not... There's a little bit of that Zelda effect, just living in a world where it exists and absorbing it over time, elements of it over time, whether you want to or not. Anyway, we're playing this on the PlayStation 3, because, like many of the games that eventually get voted on for Patreon, I had like a sixth sense a very, very long time ago to just go ahead and nab up all these games. Probably because I just had the vague sense that, like, everyone's playing these games, don't you want to play these games? So I'll have like the God of War Ultra Saga, that it's like 6 games, and I have like the Jak trilogy, the Jak and Daxter trilogy, and Sly Cooper, and Hitman Collection, and the 3 Dead Space games, and so on. And it's just like that they just fucking... At this point, they're in one of those jackets full of discs, like, because I had to downsize the sheer number of boxes for all these games. But like, I'd pick them up on discount and be like, "Oh, I'll probably get to this eventually." I'm like, "These are games you're like supposed to play because you're a gamer." But then I just focused on indie games for the last decade for the most part, so I still haven't. But I'm playing it on PS3 because while I do have it on PC technically, it sounds like it was a bad port at launch and has numerous technical problems, only exacerbated by the fact that it's now a much older PC game that has not been kept up to date and is not like an HD version or anything, but just you trying to launch the original 2009 game in 2021 on PC, and instead of spending the opening hours of this game just deflating all enthusiasm by having numerous technical problems, I'm like, I'll just play the console game. It will have not changed at all. It'll play exactly how it did in 2009. Fixed. That is the best thing about consoles, is their inability to age in certain contexts, at least. But I made a whole Zelda video about that, and how the new Zelda games, the new remakes, all fail at that job.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing.
How many times you watched that thing? Guess you really miss her. Don't worry, we're almost there. You'll be able to look her up once we're on board. Sounds like you do have a lot of catching up to do.
All right, everyone, we're here. Sinking our orbit now.
All this trouble over that chunk of rock.
Deep space mining is a lucrative business, Miss Daniels. Aegis 7 is a gold mine according to prospectors' reports. Cobalt, silicon, osmium. Now, where is she? There she is. We have visual contact.
So that's Ishimura. Impressive.
The USG Ishimura. Biggest planet cracker in her class. And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Why is it all dark? I don't see any running lights.
Corporal, take us in closer and hail them. And stay clear of that debris field. We're here to fix their ship, not the other way around.
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellion responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura.
You're gonna need to boost the signal if their power's low.
Yes, we know. Boost the signal. More.
Never heard of a total communications blackout on one of these things. You'd think with 1,000 people on board, someone would pick up the phone.
What is that?
It's a busted array like we thought. Sounds like they're having problems with their encoder. You get us down there and Isaac and I can fix it. 48 hours max.
All right, you heard the lady. Take us in. Let's see what needs fixing.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automatic docking procedures a go.
What the hell?
Sir, the auto dock.
What is it?
We're off track. We're gonna hit the hull.
Hit the blast shields. Their guidance tether's damaged. Switch to manual, now.
Inside the magnetic field? Are you insane? Abort!
No! We can make it inside. Corporal, I gave you an order.
The field's too strong.
Is everyone okay?
What? What the hell were you thinking? Were you trying to get us killed?
I just saved our asses, Miss Daniels. If we had aborted at that speed and distance, we'd have smashed right into the side of the Ishimura. Now settle down, let's get to work. Corporal, report.
I'm not getting any readings from the port booster, and we've lost comms and autopilot. It'll take some time to fix.
All right, let's get some extra hands from flight deck to help out.
Hold still, Isaac. I'm syncing up everyone's rig with the ship. Okay, we're done. Clean bill of health for everyone.
All right, we've still got a job to do. We're moving out.
Well, there were way more people on the bridge than was immediately apparent. Nothing gives you a sense of impending doom like starting a horror game on a vehicle. You're like, well, this isn't gonna last. This by law has to strand us here. No other options. Yep, that's what I was doing until you stopped me. Funnily enough. So a few things I know about this game. One is that, like, it really doesn't want to have an interface.
You didn't lose power to the port booster. You lost the port booster. Unbelievable.
Is your port booster running? Well, you better go catch it.
Guess the power's down everywhere. Isaac, get over here and hack the door pad.
Blue, good. Red, bad. But yeah, in pursuit of not having only diegetic interface elements, like no, like, video game stuff popping up on the screen. Like, the hologram stuff, even the fourth wall breaking stuff is, like, in-universe there, and, like, out, and, like, Isaac looks at it, and I think that's on my spine, that's supposed to be my health bar. Pausing the game, that does show up like that, though. That's a bad color. That's a bad color. Can I grab any items around here or anything? Oh, that's a vending machine. But I'm happy to be playing the original. Oh, I grabbed that. They're putting out an HD remake or a remaster, I guess, but I, like, specifically don't want to cover that. I feel gross that it exists. Because EA really mistreated was it Visceral Games? People that made this game. They bastardized the third game, forced a bunch of shit into it that ruins it, to the point where the remaster is advertised specifically based around not featuring shitty elements of the third game. Like microtransactions and things, and it's like, wow, EA not behaving like EA is a fucking bullet point on, like, the features list. That's fucking embarrassing. But also, like, this franchise was seen as not making enough money, so it had to, like, lose its identity and be butchered in various ways, and then ultimately the company that makes the games was disassembled and doesn't exist anymore. It's like how the Age of Empires developer was obliterated by Microsoft. And it's like, well, they had a fucking legacy, you know, guys. But okay.
Should be a security detail in here.
Well, there's not. There's nobody here. I can't pick up any broadcasts.
That security console is still live. Isaac, log in and see what you can find. Kendra, get that elevator back online.
Power's dead. I can't.
Then reroute the damn power. Look, if we all cooperate, we can figure this out a lot sooner. Let's get that computer display up, Isaac.
These two don't get along very well. Press R3 to do that thing that they will later use in Resident Evil, but you'll mostly forget that it's in Resident Evil. Select and R2? At the same time? That's weird, right? Oh, select then R2. Okay, I'm like, what kind of button combo is that? It's very strange. It's a 3D map. Go over there. Cool. Good to know that that's the way to go. I want to go everywhere else. That is definitely how this game's going to play out overall. It's actually really useful to know which way you're supposed to go because then you can go everywhere else instead. It's driving me crazy that these look important, like you interact with them. Maybe I need to gain like a melee attack so I can break them. Maybe I'm locked out of that that feature until then. Oh yeah. How old those saves are. You can tell I made it so far whenever that happened. Well, 2013, I guess. People are, as it turns out, less likely to finish things when they're not doing a let's play. And they like specifically have an incentive to finish the project. These kind of dabble in games. That was 8 years ago.
Huh, that doesn't look good. She's taken a lot of damage.
The tram system's offline. Getting around is going to be difficult. The air seems to be flowing again. That's a start.
What the hell was that?
Automatic quarantine must have tripped when the filtration system restarted. Everybody relax.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Not sure.
The hell? I don't know. Something's in the room with us.
Jesus! Open fire! Open fire! Turn the power!
Steve Buscemi, no.
Come on. Got it.
Isaac, get the hell out of there!
The door's unlocked.
Nobody saw that any earlier? Uh-oh. Immediately you can't help but think like, oh, I'm isolated from the rest of the party in like a horror game. I bet this becomes permanent. Owie! Go away. Oh. Well, hello. Nope. 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 Oh. You're just stepping on the rakes today, aren't you? That's a lot of sword. TBH, not a fan. Oh. We're getting noises. Give me access to the insides of boxes. Oh, this is very BioShock, isn't it? The blood text and then a weird altar with an important item on it. Right, this is it's a PS3 game and the triggers weren't very good for shooting, so they mostly mapped shooting to R1 and R2. There we go. Ah, satisfaction. That was bothering me. Whoop! Nope, nope. Nope. Well, that was most of my ammo. It's gonna be a bit of a problem. You alright, buddy? No? Not doing so good? That's quite a face to die with. He looks like... what actor is that? That looks like that. Somebody help me out with ammo? I keep trying to find a reload button, but I don't think this gun reloads. I think I just need more ammo. Boop! Well. It's cool, I wasn't going that way anyway, huh? I'm doing okay for now, but good to know.
That's how they're getting around the ship. Stay away from down. Get back. Get back.
Sounds like he just got ventilated. The whole time we're doing that intro, especially like when we're flying and everything, all I'm thinking is, oh no, Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation was the most stressful horror game I've ever played. Not necessarily specifically the scariest, especially since the plot doesn't really have that much existential stuff to bring you. It's like, oh, there's a monster, but...
Isaac! Isaac! God, I can't believe you made it.
Isaac, we ran into more of them on the way over here. Are you okay?
More what? What the hell are those things? Is that the crew?
Keep your voice down. Whatever they are, they're not friendly, and half the doors on this ship are locked because of the quarantine. Now, we have to get to the bridge, but first, we gotta repair the tram system.
You're crazy, Hammond. You're gonna get us all killed.
If you listen to me, I will get you out of here alive. Now, what's wrong with the tram?
The data board is fried, but there should be a spare in the maintenance bay. There's also a broken tram blocking the tunnel that needs to be repaired. Damn it! Everything is on the other side of this quarantine. We can't reach it from here.
No, we can't. But you can. Isaac, if I can get to the bridge, I should be able to access the personnel files. You fix the tram, and I'll help you find Nicole.
Use the map screen to check objectives and important locations.
I will probably mostly just explore until I run out of ideas. Because I'm wired wrong. You need the data board, you dumb loser. Otherwise, thing don't do a thing. The tram data board. I remember seeing news about this game when it was new. One of the standouts being that apparently, the team, when they were working on it, like... This does not sort by... save, like when you save, I guess. Weird. I'll just save over these other saves. Haha. I guess that the team working on the visuals and like the monster designs, they looked at car crash victims, which is just kind of horrifying to think about. I can't help but think in those terms, like, sure hope that was like a thing that oh, there they are, they're right there. I guess that was supposed to be more immediately apparent, but I was like looking over there and stuff. So when they were calling me, they were like within line of sight of me. It's one of those things where like, if it's just something that someone decides to do because they just like, they're kind of morbid and they want to make horror stuff and so on, then it's like, I guess it's whatever. But if they were compelled to do that, that's kind of horrifying because that's like how things get quickly like abusive as like in the way that we're becoming more and more aware over time how like video game developers are put in really shitty situations, and because it's an enthusiast job and there's like a million people lining up to replace them, that people generally will they've got to like commit to doing whatever they're asked of because they're seen as replaceable, and like they have to work all these extra hours, and it's just like a really shitty predatory industry. So given that context, hearing that kind of stuff from old articles about this game makes me more worried. I'm like, God, I sure hope that was just somebody that's weirdly morbid and not somebody that was like compelled to do that by the company, because that would suck. Yeah, we're gonna need to go find the stuff to fix this. It looks like it might be 2 different things. Yeah. Because more recently I remember hearing about, like, was it one of the people working in Mortal Kombat and making the fatalities had a similar situation, and they kind of had, like, traumatic symptoms as a result because they had to, they exposed themselves to so much fucked up imagery so they could make the fatalities. I'm like, that's not fun to think about for the funny escapist game. And like, I kind of get it, because fatalities went from dorky and hilarious in older games because the graphics were so limited to like deeply off-putting at this point. I don't, like, it's not fun anymore to look at the fatalities in Mortal Kombat now that it's now the graphics are good. It varies. Some of them are still really fucking absurd, but some of it's just like, I don't like this. That's a surprisingly frequent save point. Ah! No, 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 no. Hi. How do you do? Oh, there we go. Wait, did his head come right off? Yeah, it did. Oh, he's not falling over, though. Please die? Thank you, may I have some ammo? Oh, there we go. Was that the, that was plasma energy. Oh, it's left trigger, or it's L1 plus X is reload. Okay, there's a reload. I wasn't sure if this is a reloading kind of gun. Weird, I just had a save point.
This is Benson, Tram Engineering. We think we figured it out. Smith killed one. Listen, forget about shooting him in the body. You gotta cut off the limbs. Grab a cutter, anything like that. Cut him apart.
Yeah. Destroying the head. Removing the head or destroying the brain, I think was the phrasing. In something or other. Ooh. You doing alright, buddy? He's just gotta sleep it off.
Isaac, be careful. Shooting them in the body didn't seem to work. Go for the limbs. Dismember them. That should do the job.
Okay, a game. Game! I read the blood. You don't need to remind me 4 more times after the blood. Don't worry. An audio log that tells me, and then voiceover that tells me, and then my tutorial in my brain tells me. Thank you, Phi. B? Shit. I'm in Zero Escape brain now, so I don't remember what the name of the Zelda sword was for sure. There's a tram. Just gotta jump really high and then you're good. That's all that involves with... Oop. Yes? Hello? No? Oh, that door is just already moving, okay. Is there a quick turn? Oop. Triangle's my inventory. So I have 14 shots outside of my current ammunition. I did it. Alright, I really gotta get up in there. Oh. The stasis module. We're really getting augmented abilities fast.
Isaac. Try using the stasis module you just picked up.
Okay, I don't need every tutorial to happen 3 times. Don't worry about that. Cue me messing something up and everyone will be like, well, you said they shouldn't explain it 17 times, and that means you being dumb means that the game was right. Oh, it's dark in here. Oh, yep, that's what aiming do. These are surprisingly frequent. Why not? I skipped the last one. Oh, not going through here. I feel like I should be worried right now. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Boy, you have very little vision with that. I feel like that might have been them being a little clever and helping you realize that you have a flashlight, if you haven't already. Because it's subtle when things are well lit. But yeah, once there's no light, you can panic a bit and try to figure out what to do about that. Oh, it wants me to go that way. Fuck you! Bathroom? Wash your hands before returning to work. Or they'll come for you. Ooh, what's that say? Dear God, keep us safe from monsters. I think, yeah, plasma cutter is going to be what you need for that. I don't think there's any God in space. Don't tell the guy from Riddick. Oops, that's not run. You imagine there must be some intense space inflation. You imagine just walking down a dark hallway and getting $3,000 just on the floor? That has to be in yen. Somebody who always wants to explore everywhere, having a thing that just tells you where to go is so good for telling you where to avoid. Nope. A power node. Ah, yes. Halo 1, the Maw. Nope. 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 I did not trust behind me. I'm definitely thinking something's gonna be behind me.
Listen up, car 8 is trapped. We managed to get it back to the repair depot, but now the autoloader is fried. I need a stasis module brought down here now. If we don't get this piece of shit off the tracks, it's gonna jam up the whole system.
Dang! No! You tricked me. You tricked me. You tricked me. Rude. Do not appreciate. Did you goof up? Ah. What the heck is wrong with you? Claw disengaged. Is there a correct order for engaging them? Oop. Stasis recharge. That makes sense. Use stasis to lock it in place. Long enough to do what you want to do.
Replacing damaged tram car. Please stand by.
I really like sci-fi ships on the inside.
Isaac, you did it. The tram is blocking the whole system. When you get the computer online, you'll be able to call the tram from the control room. Faster the better. I can hear something crawling around out there.
It's funny, like, I've never felt particularly... You're making some not positive sounds right now.
Tram replacement complete.
Cool. Good to hear. Dick. Yeah, it wants me to go back. Did a door open up at all? There's not really a door around here. I've never felt any particular attachment to the Alien franchise. They're always just, they're fine. They're fine. I've never felt the urge to, like, go out of my way to watch them. But every now and then I'd be like, oh yeah, let's watch the Alien movies when, like, someone brings it up. For whatever reason. I'm like, oh sure, why not? I'll watch Alien. But I don't really seek it out. Doesn't have, like, don't have, like, formative memories tied to it or anything. Hello? Sir? Can I help you? Sir? Oh, he's leaving. Bye! But despite not really having formative stuff tied to that, like this, any kind of like big, clunky, like, it's like it's sci-fi, but it's like messy and chunky and everything's like oversized and like seems like almost low fidelity and low technology, while simultaneously being paradoxically, like, you know, like the retrofuturist sort of paradox. I've always liked that. I like the insides. Like I don't give a fuck about spaceships on the outside, like the way the way that people look at spaceships, the way that they look at cars. But I love spaceships on the inside. And it's a great horror setting. A spaceship's a fantastic horror setting because... Oop. I heard sounds. Ow! My leg fell asleep. I've made poor seating choices, and now I am paying the consequence. I guess my limb got cut. Nope. What are you? Oh, he's really strange looking. He's confusing to look at. They're like, what, you've been cutting legs up until now? Because they're very easy to hit. Here's a guy with no legs. He's just arms and a tail. What are you going to do now, buddy? I don't trust that guy. I think he might still be alive. I keep thinking I'm hearing footsteps, but it's all the wet meat slapping of the body parts kind of ragdolling apart. Yeah, if you get a space station or a big ship or something, and then you just like get stuck on it and you crash into it, then it's like, well, fuck, that's a pretty good horror setting. Because you have the aspect where you can't escape. Not easily. But also the aspect of it being alien. Both to you, the player, like, is he about to roll down? He looks like he's about to roll down.
Isaac, you still need to find the data board to the tram computer. It's in the maintenance bay.
No.
Isaac, I've patched into the deck security system. It took some work, but I've got the door to the maintenance bay unlocked. The data board should be somewhere inside.
Nope, not looking. But on top of being a place you can't escape, it's a type of setting that it can be very alien to both you, the player, because you're just playing a new game, but also to the character and the people that are interacting with it, because they're not from there. So you essentially have to explore a new place that you can't leave. Usually the alternative is to, like, get lost in the woods, I guess? Which I did a whole thing about in my Annihilation video. On how much I like fiction that takes place in the woods and its unique metatextual value in storytelling. Hip hip hooray. Well, continued in part 2.